Every child is a different kind of flower, and all together they make this world a beautiful garden. Coming up next are the junior toddlers with their action song, Star Jump.
It is always a momentous occasion when people unite themselves under the common tag of St. Xavier's. And if this meeting has the possibility of a constructive conversation between the former and current minds, things will surely get grand. So writing a new page in the history of Xavier's Day, we will have a talk on stage here, and the participants are Father Bob Slattery, Mr. Eric Messi, Mr. Dheeraj Jain, and our very own Divibrat Sir and Miss Coral Jain. Because of its nature and people associated with it, this has been called the Xaverian expression.
St. Xavier's Hazaribagh is standing tall and proud for more than 6 decades now. The school has been growing under the leadership of different principals and has seen sea changes over the years. In these years, generations have passed out from the school, but the one thing that got inherited generations after generations is the Xaverian spirit, the quest for excellence. I would request all the panelists to please come up on the stage and take your seats. I would request Devrat sir to please escort our guests. Miss Coral Jain, if you can come up on the stage. Today on the stage, we are honored to have one of the ex-principals of our school, Revered Father Bob Slattery, the retired teacher of our school, Mr. Eric Massey, who taught us Hindi in the junior school and was loved by all for his sense of humor. Our third guest is also a much-known face in this campus, who has passed out from St. Xavier's in the year 1991, a chartered accountant by profession and a parent of 3 budding Xaverians, Harshita, Shlok and Samriddhi. Our next speaker is someone who is an alumni as well as a teacher of this school and presently serving as the Vice Principal of +2 section, Dr. Debabrata Mitra. And finally, the young lady sitting with them is one of our brightest and versatile students of present generation from standard 10th, Miss Coral Jain. Please welcome all of them on the stage with your applause. Now this talk show is not going to be a sequence of formal speeches. Each one of them are just going to speak their heart out today, their experiences, their feelings about this institution. So let us begin this talk with my first question to Father Bob. Father, if I'm not wrong, then you have seen St. Xavier's more than anyone present here. So could you please tell us about the idea behind its inception? I mean, how the Jesuits progressed with the idea of Xavier's over the past so many years.
Very difficult question. I look at it this way, and I think one of the key letters is C. C, for change. See, when I came here in 1958, change. The school decided not to be the same as other schools. And therefore, English medium, borders, so change. But with the C was character, C for character. So that's the beginning. Do you want me to go on?
No. Okay. Thank you, Father, for your reflection over this. How do you see the changes? Can you tell us something more about these changes that has taken place over the last 6.5 decades, Father? Could you please share any one of the experiences that you had?
I think there was change and no change. Change and no change. See, I came here in 78. And for a short time I managed to be principal. And I looked around, no borders, all gone, change. So I thought, oh gosh, what's happened? Change. But character, the same. So the C for character and the C for change. That was 78. And after that, I looked around again after 78. In 78, all boys. I came back again later, and what did I see? Not only boys, but also girls. Barbary, Barbary.
Well, that is truly Father Bob, as we know him. Okay.
So, but as well as change, there was no change. Because C for character became C for compassion, C for commitment, and C for conscience, and C for competence. So change and no change.
Thank you so much, Father. Now, the bonding between a teacher and a student is something very special and is cherished by both for their lifetimes. Everyone sitting here must have experienced this or will do so sooner or later. So I would request Massey sir to share his reflection on this bonding.
Hello. Just now Father spoke something about the changes, and the most interesting change that I find here, that the staff members are getting younger and younger. And boys getting very active to see the girls. Well, there are other changes also. It's nice that Devabrata sir is next to me, and he was also my student and very qualified teacher in the school. So there are changes. We all notice all these changes, and I hope these changes will go on further.
Sir, could you please reflect something on the bonding of a teacher and a student? How important it is in a student's life or in a teacher's life?
Beg your pardon?
I would repeat my question. My question is, could you please reflect on the bonding between a teacher and a student, and how important this bonding is for both of them?
Well, what I was going to speak, the relationship between students and teachers, that is very important, you know. And we must not be afraid of each other. Feel free to speak out. And, you know, love is very important. It should be among us. And that is how we progress in many lines, many ways. So what I feel, that should be within us here. If I'm not wrong, and if I...
Okay, truly said, sir. Thank you so much for your reflections. Now I would request Mr. Dheeraj Jain that if he can compare, contrast his experiences as a student and then as a parent, what feeling do you come across each time when you experience and witness your children growing in the same campus where you have transformed from a child into an adolescence?
Hello. Thanks, Abhishek, for calling me here. See, when I was a student here 25 years back, apart from the academic content of the subject, another thing which we are made to understand was how to positively approach any challenges or tasks. This habit was formed in the school, this habit was formed within us in the school itself, and I think it had been a common denominator among all the Xaviers passing out of Hazaribagh. Today also, I can see this institution of St. Xavier's still holds its basic philosophy of overall development of the kids. Its large campus and open house, and it's a huge infrastructure, and it shows its clear commitment towards quality education and learning of the children. And as a parent, I can see the clear reflection of this Xaverian spirit in my kids also, and their respect towards teachers and elders, their bonhomie towards peers and fellow classmates, their English speaking, their discipline, their courage, and the foundation which they are getting here. So, see, I was not a very good student when I was in school. I was struggling between 60 to 65%. And many of my friends were struggling between 60 to 65%. But then they went on to become IAS, IPS, IFS. I cleared my C examination in first attempt. So this was all because of the foundation which we got in this school. And I can see this clearly in my kids also. So that's all I can say.
That was two words from Mr. Dheeraj Jain. St. Xavier's prepares each one of us, makes us ready to serve the society as the men and women for others. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now, my next question would be from my teacher, who was my ideal in my times because I was a student of biology, Mr. Devabrata Mitra. He was a student, very good in games, athletes, and other things. Then he became a teacher in the school, serving since a long time. Now, at present, he is serving as the vice principal. What a dream come true for any Xaverian who passes out. Sir, could you please reflect? And one more thing I would like to add for his personality. He is one of the person known for his simplicity. So, sir, could you please reflect on your experiences over the years?
Thank you, Abhishek, for giving me this opportunity to express my feelings of St. Xavier's. What makes every individual at Hazaribagh dream that their child get education at St. Xavier's? I reflected on it and I found that two things that are seen here, I don't get anywhere else. Maybe there are places, but I haven't been. I'm fortunate to be here. The first one is compassion. This is very important. Father Bob was mentioning about the 4 C's. The 5th one he added as change. But these things have never changed at St. Xavier's. The compassion that was there is still here and will continue, I believe. That's one thing I very proudly proclaim. And the second thing is the simplicity. That is another thing that attracts at least me to this campus. I reflect back the days when I was a student, a toddler, 1976 when I joined here as a student. And my principal was Father sitting just in front of me. He admitted me in this school and then passed on the baton of my shaping to Father Bob and then Father Doyle. And finally, I graduated under the hands of Father Bernard Donnelly. All these people have been instrumental in shaping me. And the simplicity that I see in their way of life is something remarkable. I can say that I never saw them going on a car or somewhere. On those days, they still used to, I still see Father Bob cycling down. So the simplicity that was seen is very important. And the third thing that is very important of this place is every child is allowed to grow at his or her own potential. So that is another very important aspect of this place. What I feel is, when you look at an individual, each individual is different. But each individual is given the due opportunity to excel with the talents he or she is. So this is what makes me very proud of my alma mater, my institution. And people call it a second home. For me, this is the first home. Because I feel at home here more than I feel at home at my own place. I don't know why, but that is what I get it from this place. I'm not exaggerating.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I think each one of us who have passed out from this school and each one of us sitting here in front of this auditorium feels the same, that St. Xavier's is a second home for us. Thank you, sir. My last question would be from Coral. Coral, you have spent about 11 years in this school. Your 11th year is going on. Do you feel proud about this school? I think it's a very, very simple question for you.
Sir,
yeah.
So first of all, I would like to say that I am a very proud member of this prestigious Xavier family. And if today I'm sitting here and I could interact with you all so confidently and comfortably, this is Xavier's in me. When I walk down the lanes of cafeteria and see my piece of contribution, my piece of painting on the wall, I feel privileged to be a part of such campaigns. And this was possible only because of the opportunity that Xavier's has provided me. It has instilled within me a feeling of competence. Along with it, when I visit CIP clinics or HOXA clinics,
I see compassion unfolding in front of my eyes, live in front of my eyes. What better could I take back home from here? And Xavier's is, whatever I may do, wherever I may go, Xavier's will always be there in my heart, and it is an indelible part of my life, and it has left an indelible impact on my life.
Okay, thank you, Coral. You have already answered the next question which I was going to ask. That is, which is that one thing that you have got here makes you feel proud about your parents' decision that they have got you admitted.